That's
Essentially, Gwabeni distanced himself from the entire testimony of Constable Zungu, and I'll take you through the entire Constable Zungu from his viva voce evidence in court and from his own written statement that was made on the 30th of May 2023 during the proceedings. Whilst the proceedings were on, he was making a statement for the first time.
kuloko ke uGwabeni bayiqhelanisa nje impela ke nokufakazi bakhe uZungu akusho ke la inkantolo kanye futhi ke nestatement asenza nge-30 zika May 2023 ngesikhathi ke icala leli liqhubeka ke uqula yena ke unestatement asenza ngaso isikhathi leso nge-30 May 2023.
And sorry,
please, my lord, sorry to interrupt, Mr. Ramsepil, but we have repeatedly referred to the case of Mafaladiso, and we have often said that it's so unfair to just quote a portion of the evidence of the witness when we know that Gwabeni has made a statement which, even if he disavows, but that statement is on record. Unless my learned friend is going to start with that statement and say, but Gwabeni is disavowing that statement before he gets to his evidence. But the whole conspectus of the evidence of a witness must be put to a witness for comment, and not just selectively.
My Lord, I don't understand the nature of the objection. I've said to the General, I'm going to take you through the entire statement of Constable Zungu. AAA is of record, and Constable Zungu admits that this is his statement. I'm not talking about the statement of Gwabeni. I said I'll tell the General the essence of what Gwabeni testified about viva voce in court. I don't know this objection, where is it emanating from? And my Lord, I know that the court has made a ruling earlier on. I want to revisit this aspect, and I just want it to be on record to show that some of the procedures that apply here in court, my Lord, I get amazed each time. And I want to refer the court to the transcript of the 7th of 9, September 2023, and that is during the evidence in chief of Advocate Baloyi of Constable Zungu. And this relates to the aspect that we had a bit of a debate on earlier regarding the meeting at the General's office and the utterances made by Warrant Officer Makubu, to which the state took umbrage. At page 52, Mr. Zungu continues to a question from Mr. Baloyi Overleaf. Yes, and then Mr. Zungu says, then Warrant Officer Makubo just said that this matter, there is no such. And Mr. Baloyi, as the court pleases, my Lord, may that hearsay evidence be admissible. We submit that it is in the interest of justice. There is a second docket that has been brought up in these proceedings, and this communication pertains to that matter. The court asks Mr. Baloyi, just repeat what you have just said. Mr. Baloyi says, my Lord, the state requests that utterances by Warrant Officer Makubo, and there's an intervention, and the court says, Makubo specifically, Mr. Baloyi, I am sorry, my Lord, the utterances, the court asked, the utterances by Makubo specifically, Mr. Baloyi, yes, by Warrant Officer Makubo, court, all right, be admitted in the interest of justice, even if it is hearsay. We submit, my Lord, that it is in the interest of justice that it be allowed, as it pertains to the second docket has been brought in this proceeding. Now, they argue now, during our presentation, against their own argument that they've made, that Makubo's utterances be admitted in the interest of justice. But I'll move on from that.
My Lord, it's so detestable, my Lord, that a colleague should try and cast aspersions on us. He's mischaracterizing our objection. At the time, we said he must lay the basis. And now, instead of laying the basis, my Lord, he blames the state. He should have laid the basis and said, in terms of the hearsay rule, this is the position, and not just venture into that evidence.
As the court pleases, my Lord. Now, let me start first, General, so that I don't take the cart before the horse. The horse must lead the cart. I'll take you briefly through the evidence of Constable Zungu in this case. Constable Zungu testifies that on the 26th of October 2014, he is called by Gwabeni, whom he refers to as his nephew, that Gwabeni invites him to come to Basotho Hostel, where Gwabeni resides.
Ngizokuthatha nje kafishane ke ngikutsheleke ngobufakazi bakhe uConstable Zungu ukuthi ke ngazo i26 October 2014 uthi wathola ucingo olwabuya kena ke uGwabeni othi uma ngabe emchaza ke othi ke umshana wakhe ukuthi ke akeze eBasotho Hostel eFosloras.
During your interaction with Constable Zungu, in May 2019 when he first finished issuing the information relating to two suspects, Mr. Sibia and Mr. Ntanzi. Did he tell you that on the 26th of October 2014, he was personally present at the hostel?
No, he didn't tell me that.
Manje ke ngoMay 2019 ngesikhathi ke okhuluma naye kuConstable Zungu ekutshela ke ngalaba abasolwa ke ababili ke wakutshela yini ukuthi ngazi 26 October 2014 yena wayeseFosloras cha azange angitshela.
Did he at any stage now, not the first time, subsequent when you are interacting with him, tell you that he was personally at Basotho Hostel on the 26th of October 2014?
No, my lord. I want to repeat it. He never told me that he was there. And I also told Advocate Baloi when they were doing the consultation.
Ingabe kamuva ke sengasilona ke ilanga lelo wakutshela yini ke ukuthi ke ngazi 26 October 2014 wayeseFosloras cha akakaze angitshele ngasho ke nakuyena ke Advocate Baloi ngesikhathi ke siconsulta ke ukuthi akakaze angitshele lo.
Constable Zungu says he replied to Gwabeni to say, I'm still at work, it was in the morning, but I'll make my way through once I knock off. Did he tell you that?
No.
Uthi waqhubeka ke esho ke na ke uGwabeni ukuthi okwamanje ke ngisesemsebenzini ngizothi ke mase ngishaya emsebenzini ngizeke ingabe wakutshela yini lokho cha.
He says, Constable Zungu, in his testimony in court, that sometime or a few minutes later, Gwabeni then calls him again to say, don't forget, you must pass by town and bring Makosonke Zungu with. So the essence is that he attended upon the Fosloras Basotho Hostel on the 26th October 2014 in the company of Makosonke Zungu. Did he tell you that?
My lord, he never told me that.
Uthi ke kamuva ke wasephinde fona futhi ke yena ke uGwabeni emtshela ukuthi kuzofanele ukuthi adluleke edrobheni aze naye ke uMakhosonke ingabe wakutshela yini ke lokho cha akazange akusho.
Constable Zungu testified further that indeed upon knocking off from work, he drove his state issue motor vehicle, a Polo, to the Carlton Center, collected Makhosonke, and they arrived at Fosloras Basotho Hostel at around 3 p.m. or thereabouts. Did he tell you that?
No, my lord.
Ukuthi ke wase ke ethatha ke imoto yomsebenzi impela ke waya ke eCarlton Center wamthola ke uMakhosonke bahamba baya eFosloras cha akazange ngitshele lokho.
And upon arrival at Fosloras, he parked behind a silver grey Polo hatchback VW motor vehicle, and the people that he encountered there were accused number 1, Mr. Sibia, accused number 2, Mr. Ntanzi, and accused number 5. Did he tell you that he encountered
No,
the
my lord,
suspects?
he never told me that.
Ukuthi ke esefikile ke lapho wafika ke yema ke imoto eyayishayela emuva ke kwePolo eyayisilva ngombala nokubothi abantu abathola ke lapho kwakumsolo wokuqala uSibiya umsolo wesibili Ntanzi kanye nomsolo wesihlanu ke uNtuli ke wakutshela yini lokho cha akazange ngitshele.
And Constable Zungu then testified that it was a merry day. They were drinking, singing, having merry, eating meat. And during that process, Gwabeni will come and introduce Mr. Ntanzi, whom they know also as Mafika. Did he tell you that?
No, my lord.
Uthi ke kwakumnandi kujatshuliwe ke ngalelo langa kuphuzwa ke kugidwa ke futhi nokudliwa ke nenyama nokuthi ke futhi uGwabeni ke waba nenkathi ke amanyeza ke ezokwethula ke ila ethula khona ke uMnumzana Ntanzi owayesaziwa ke njengomafika wakusho yini kuwena lokho cha akaze akusho.
And also Gwabeni will introduce accused 3, Mr. Mncube, whom he referred to as Gada or Carlos, but he called him also a Buthelezi boy. Did he tell you that he encountered accused number 3 as well at the hostel on the 26th of October 2014?
No, my lord.
Nokuthi futhi ke omunye ke owethulwa ke kwaku umthola wesithathu ke wayithi nguBhadla uCarlos aphindathi ke futhi ke mfana koButhelezi wakusho yini kuloko kuwena lokho uConstable Zungu cha ngosenkantolo.
And further that Gwabeni introduced accused number 5, who is Mr. Ntuli, as Fisokuhle Zungu Ntuli. Did he introduce him? Did he tell you that there was such an introduction?
No, my lord.
Nokuthi ke futhi kothulwa ke umsolo wesihlanu nanjengo Fisokuhle ke Zungu Ntuli wakusho yini kuwena lokho Zungu cha akaza kusho.
And crucially, because he was driving a state issue motor vehicle, he says that he was in possession of a bag, and he placed the state issue keys to the car in the bag, and he saved his pistol and he saved it in Gwabeni's room. Did he tell you that?
No, my lord.
Okusemqoka ke futhi nokuthi ke nanjengoba kwayihamba ngemoto yombuso wakhiya ke imoto leyo kunesikhwama wayesiphethe wathatha isikhiya ke leso semoto wasifaka kusona leso sikhwama nesibhamu sakhe ke sasemsebenzini wayoyibeka ke kuyigumbi lakhe uGwabeni wakutshela yini lokho cha ngosenkantolo.
He testified further, Constable Zungu, that at some stage they went to some local bottle store with some of the accused persons and other persons to buy more alcohol. Did he tell you that?
No, my lord.
Nokuthi-ke kunesikhathi-ke la khona
Welcome to the fire where the stakes ignite, where the questions burn hotter than the night. No escape once you're locked in the heat. This is your trial on the hot seat.